It's a searing experience to finally see someone for who they truly are after all the stories, all the falsehoods, and all the trust placed in them. You can only hide the truth for so long. Eventually, it finds its way to the surface, and when it does, you can't unsee it. The truth has a way of breaking through the barriers we build to protect ourselves. And once it does, there's no turning back. The hardest part isn't seeing the truth, but accepting that the person you trusted has been hiding their true self from you all along. For so long, I defended the version of you I believed in. But now that I see the real you, I'm left to pick up the pieces of my shattered trust. You thought you could keep your lies hidden forever, but now that the truth has come to light, there's no pretending anymore. When the truth is revealed, it's like a light shining through the darkness, forcing everything to view, whether we're ready for it or not. It's funny how the truth always seems to find its way to the surface, even when we try to bury it deep down. There's a sense of betrayal that comes when you realize someone has been lying to you all along. It makes you question everything they ever said. I've spent so much time questioning myself, wondering what I missed. But now that the truth is out, I finally understand everything. The hardest part of seeing the real you isn't the truth itself, but the realization that I let myself be deceived for so long. You've spent so much time building walls around yourself, but now, with the truth in front of me, I can finally see beyond the facade. The truth always hurts, but it's also the only thing that can heal us. Once we see the real person in front of us, we can start to rebuild. Lies create a web that entangles us, but the truth is the only thing that can cut us free. I thought the truth would be easier to bear, but now that I see it, I can't help but feel a sense of sadness for the person you've become. You've been hiding behind your lies for so long, but now that I can see the real you, I can finally start to move on. It's painful to realize that the person you've trusted is not who you thought they were, but it's also the first step toward finding closure. Seeing the truth for what it really is can be jarring, but it's the only way to make sense of everything that's been hidden for so long. When the truth finally comes to light, we're left with nothing but the remnants of the lies that once held us together. Lies are like smoke. They can cloud our vision for a time, but once the smoke clears, the truth stands in front of us, undeniable. You tried to keep the truth hidden, but now that I see you for who you really are, I realize how much strength I had to find within myself to move forward. It's strange how the truth can feel like both a weight and a release at the same time. But once I know it, there's no going back. The truth is never easy, but it's the only thing that can lead us to clarity, even if it takes time to process. For so long, I believed in the illusion you created. But now that the truth has been revealed, I can no longer deny the reality before me. It's a strange feeling, realizing that the person you thought you knew was never truly there, and now all that remains is the truth. It's like waking up from a long, dark sleep, only to find that everything I thought I knew has changed forever. And now the truth is all I see. The hardest part of this revelation isn't the betrayal itself, but the quiet moments where I question how it could have been so blind. When the mask finally falls away, what's left is the person they've been hiding. And sometimes that person is nothing like you imagined. I can no longer pretend that the story you told me is real. What remains is the raw truth that has shattered everything we once shared. The truth doesn't ask for forgiveness, nor does it need it. It simply exists, unapologetic, even when it's hard to face. The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together, and as I see the full picture, it's clear that the lies were always the missing part. When the truth is revealed, it feels like a sudden burst of clarity that cuts through the fog of deception I've been living in. The silence after the truth is exposed is deafening, as if the weight of everything unspoken is finally being acknowledged. There's a certain kind of liberation in seeing the real you. No more pretending, no more masks, just the truth standing naked before me. I tried to see the best in you, but now that the truth is in front of me, I realize that the best version of you was always just a lie. The lies were like an illusion, and now that the truth has surfaced, everything feels more real, more painful, but undeniably true. It's surreal to realize that for all this time, I've been living with a version of you that was never truly you. For so long, I believed in the version of you I created in my mind, not realizing that the truth was always right in front of me, waiting to be uncovered. It's a strange feeling when you've been deceived for so long, only to finally see the mask slip and the person beneath it revealed, raw and unguarded. I thought I knew you, but now, with every truth I uncover, I realize just how much of you was hidden beneath layers of lies. The silence speaks louder than your words ever did. Sometimes the truth is more painful than the lies we tell ourselves, but it's only through this truth that we can ever truly understand who someone is. In the end, it's not the lies that hurt the most, but the realization that you were deceived by someone you trusted the most. It feels like the ground beneath me is shifting as the foundation of everything I thought I knew about you crumbles away with every new revelation. The truth has a way of unraveling everything we thought we knew, leaving us with only raw emotions and a need to rebuild from the ground up. When you've been lied to for so long, it's hard to tell what's real anymore. But somewhere in the chaos, the truth always finds its way to the surface. I've spent so much time defending a version of you that never existed, and now that I see you for who you truly are, I can't help but feel a sense of betrayal. It's funny how the truth always seems to come out when we least expect it, leaving us to pick up the pieces of our shattered illusions. There was always something off, something I couldn't quite place. And now that the truth has come to light, I see everything more clearly than ever before. I once believed you were the person I wanted you to be, but now I see you for who you really are, and it's a hard pill to swallow. For years, I held on to a vision of you that was based on a lie. Now that the truth has been revealed, I can no longer ignore the reality staring me in the face. The hardest part is not seeing the lies themselves, but the pain of realizing how much of my life was shaped by someone else's false version of themselves. When you've been lied to for so long, the truth feels like an earthquake, shaking the very core of your beliefs about who someone really is. The truth might be uncomfortable, but it's always better than living in a world of falsehoods. Now that I know who you truly are, I can finally begin to heal. You told me what you thought I wanted to hear, but now, as the truth emerges, I realize that all I ever wanted was for you to be real with me. The masks we wear can only stay on for so long before they start to slip, and when they do, we're left with the harsh light of reality. The lies we tell can hold us captive for a while, but the truth always finds a way to set us free, no matter how much we try to deny it. There's nothing more painful than the moment when you realize the person you've been trusting has been hiding their true self from you all along. The truth might hurt, but it's the only thing that can truly set us free from the chains of deception. Now that I see you for who you really are, I can't help but wonder how many more layers there are to peel away before I reach the core of your true self. There's a strange sense of relief that comes with seeing the truth, even if it's painful. At least now I know where I stand. Lies create a fog that clouds our judgment, but once the truth clears it away, we see things for what they truly are. It's hard to accept the truth when it contradicts everything you thought you knew, but sometimes it's the only thing that can help you move forward. You were always a mystery, and now that I see the real you, I realize just how much of that mystery was built on a foundation of lies. I always thought I knew you, But now that the truth has come out, I realize how little I actually understood about who you really are. The lies you told me may have been small at first, but they've grown into something much larger now that I can see the bigger picture. The truth is never easy to face, but it's always better than living a lie, no matter how comfortable that lie may seem. It's like waking up from a dream you didn't even know you were in, and once the haze clears, you're left to confront the truth. I thought the truth would be easier to bear, but now that I see it, it feels like a burden I wasn't ready for. In the end, the truth is the only thing that can truly set us free. Even when it's hard to accept, it's the only way forward. The person I thought you were was a reflection of my own hopes and desires, not the reality of who you truly are. The more I uncover, the more I realize that everything I thought I knew about you was just a carefully constructed illusion. At first, the lies seemed harmless, but now that I see the real you, I understand just how much damage they've caused.